On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Medical.
Relating to the treatment of illness or injuries, relating to the practice of medicine.
Examples:
A medical opinion. Temporary medical treatment. The medical team worked quickly to save the patient's life.
Restrain.
To prevent or hold back from doing something, often by physical or moral force, to limit or restrict one's actions or behavior, to control or moderate strong emotions or impulses.
Examples:
Restrain from violence. Restrain a child. The police had to restrain the suspect after he became violent during the arrest.
Patient.
A person who is receiving medical treatment, care, or attention from a healthcare professional, such as a doctor, nurse, or therapist, a personal quality or characteristic.
Examples:
Patient in the hospital. Patient with weight loss. The doctor carefully examined the patient's medical history.
Onlooker.
A person who watches an event or situation without directly participating, often as a spectator or bystander.
Examples:
Curious onlooker. Spectating onlooker. Many onlookers gathered at the beach to witness the rare sea turtle hatching.
Eager.
Showing enthusiasm and a strong desire or interest to do something.
Examples:
Eager anticipation. With eager eyes. The children were eager to start the treasure hunt.
Surgeon.
A doctor who is trained to perform medical operations that involve cutting open a person's body.
Examples:
An excellent brain surgeon. Army surgeon. He is a skilled surgeon that has many years of training and experience.
Flesh.
The soft substance composing the body of a person or animal, as opposed to bones and other structures.
Examples:
Grow in flesh. Flesh eating. The flesh of the fruit is sweet and juicy.
Tibia.
The larger of the two bones in the lower leg, located between the knee and ankle.
Examples:
Broken tibia. Tibia ligament. A stress fracture in the tibia can be caused by overuse or repetitive force on the bone.
Fibula.
The smaller of the two bones in the lower leg, located on the lateral side of the tibia.
Examples:
Broken fibula. Fibula muscles. She has a fibula bone deformity that makes it hard for her to run.
Amputation.
The act of cutting off a part of the body surgically.
Examples:
Amputation of leg. Hand amputation. Amputation of the limb is a last resort for the patient.
Renowned.
Famous and respected for great achievements, qualities, etc.
Examples:
a renowned artist, renowned as a novelist. This area is renowned for its hot springs.
Surgery.
Medical treatment of injuries or diseases involving an incision with instruments and often removing or replacing some parts of the body, the branch of medical science that treats disease or injury by operative procedures.
Examples:
cardiac surgery, the professor of surgery. He had undergone heart surgery years before.
Anesthesia.
A state of controlled, temporary loss of bodily sensation or awareness that is induced for medical purposes.
Examples:
anesthesia for surgery, local anesthesia. He is in general anesthesia under the surgeon.
Consciously.
With awareness, in a deliberate manner.
Examples:
consciously aware of a problem. Act consciously. He consciously criticizes her in the publicity.
Quest.
A long or challenging search for something.
Examples:
the quest for truth. On a quest for happiness. That adventurer traveled in quest of buried treasure.
Anesthetic.
A substance that is administered to a person or an animal to produce a loss of sensation or consciousness so that medical or surgical procedures can be performed without causing pain.
Examples:
anesthetic injection, local anesthetic. The dentist administered an anesthetic to numb the patient's mouth before the procedure.
Induce.
To persuade someone to do something, to cause to act in a specific manner.
Examples:
induce a crisis. Induce him to see a doctor. The lack of sleep induces both physical and psychological diseases.
Unconscious.
In the state of lacking awareness and the capacity for sensory perception, especially as the result of a head injury or illness.
Examples:
unconscious bias. A person who is unconscious. I know his unconscious habit that he touches his face when he lies.
Meticulous.
Cautious and precise, paying great attention to detail.
Examples:
take meticulous notes. A meticulous carpenter. She is known for her meticulous attention to detail in her work.
Launch.
To send or propel something into the air or space using a device such as a rocket, missile, or spacecraft, to make something available or on sale for the first time.
Examples:
Launch a spaceship into orbit. Launch a big attack. The company is set to launch its new product line next month.
Physician.
A medical doctor who practices medicine.
Examples:
The advice of the physician. Consult with a physician. She visited the local physician to seek treatment for her persistent headache.
Alcohol.
A clear liquid that can make people drunk and is used in medicines, cleaning products, etc.
Examples:
Stop drinking alcohol. Diluted alcohol. There is a clear association between alcohol consumption and cognitive decline.
Powder.
A dry and fine substance that consists of very small, loose particles.
Examples:
Powder additive. Curry powder. She used a powder brush to apply her foundation evenly.
Ingredient.
One of the things used to make something, especially one of the foods used to make a particular dish.
Examples:
Secret ingredients. Compound the ingredients. Greed is the primary ingredient in the making of criminals.
Anesthetize.
To administer a drug or other substance that causes a loss of sensation or consciousness, often to perform a medical procedure, to numb or dull a physical or emotional sensation.
Examples:
Anesthetize a patient. Anesthetize a wound. The dentist will anesthetize your mouth before removing your wisdom teeth.
Inhale.
To breathe in air or a different substance, such as smoke.
Examples:
Inhale the smoke. Inhale the aroma. He inhaled deeply, trying to calm down.
Cannabis.
A flowering plant that contains psychoactive compounds, often used for recreational or medicinal purposes, particularly in the form of marijuana or hashish.
Examples:
Cannabis plant. Cannabis legalization. The use of cannabis for medicinal purposes is legal in some states.
Mandrake.
A plant with a forked root that is said to resemble the human body and that has long been used in traditional medicine and folklore.
Examples:
Mandrake cultivation. Mandrake plant. The mandrake root has been used in traditional medicine for centuries.
Sponge.
A soft material with many microscopic pores that can absorb a large amount of liquid and is used for washing and cleaning.
Examples:
Sea sponge. Metallic sponge. The tiny marine sponge has existed for more than 500 million years.
Ponder.
To think deeply or carefully about something.
Examples:
Ponder divine matters. Ponder life's meaning. She sat quietly, pondering the difficult decision.
Chemistry.
The branch of the natural sciences dealing with the composition of substances and their properties and reactions.
Examples:
Professor of chemistry. The chemistry of soil. He is familiar with chemistry and biology.
Profusion.
Abundance, a large quantity or number of something.
Examples:
Profusion of ideas. Profusion of wildlife. The garden was filled with a profusion of colorful flowers and plants.
Advancement.
The development, improvement, or progress of something.
Examples:
Advancement of knowledge. Career advancement. Competition between countries resulted in fast technological advancement.
Involve.
To include or affect someone or something as a necessary part of something else.
Examples:
Involve a lot of paperwork. Involve a high degree of risk. The investigation involves several government agencies and is expected to take several months.
Knit.
The egg of a louse equals that is a tiny insect that lives in human hair, or some other insect, a foolish person.
Examples:
Knit in a dog's fur. She is a little knit. Careful brushing can remove knit.
Oxide.
A chemical compound that contains at least one oxygen atom and one other element.
Examples:
Silver oxide. Combined oxide. The blood's red coloring comes from iron oxide.
Ethereal.
Delicate, light, and airy, extremely refined or subtle, heavenly or spiritual.
Examples:
Ethereal beauty. Ethereal light. The ethereal music created a dreamlike atmosphere in the concert hall.
Chloroform.
A colorless, sweet-smelling liquid that produces a calming or anesthetic effect when inhaled, used in medical and dental procedures.
Examples:
Anesthesia with chloroform. Inhaled chloroform. The dentist used chloroform to numb the patient's mouth before the procedure.
Experiment.
The scientific test conducted to observe what happens and gain new knowledge.
Examples:
Experiment design. Series of experiments. His experiments showed highly positive results.
Observe.
To watch or notice something carefully, often to gather information or insights, to take note of something or someone, to celebrate or commemorate a special event or occasion.
Examples:
Observe a tradition. Observe wildlife. It is important to observe safety procedures in the workplace to prevent accidents.
Relieve.
To make something burdensome, unpleasant, or painful less severe.
Examples:
Relieve his thirst. Relieve stress. The medicine relieved his headache, and he felt much better.
Skeptical.
Doubting that something is accurate or useful.
Examples:
A skeptical attitude. Skeptical scientists. His religious and philosophical beliefs were utterly skeptical.
Breast.
Either of the two round soft parts of a woman's chest which secrete milk after childbirth.
Examples:
Breast cancer. The mountain's breast. He grilled the breast meat of a chicken.
Tumor.
A mass of diseased tissue that forms when cells in the body divide and grow in an uncontrolled way.
Examples:
Tumor growth. Tumor at remote sites. The patient was diagnosed with a tumor in her lung.
Medicinal.
Of or relating to the treatment or cure of disease.
Examples:
Medicinal chemistry. Traditional medicinal. The medicinal properties of this herb have been known to help with various ailments.
Herb.
A small plant with aromatic or flavorful leaves used for seasoning or medicinal purposes.
Examples:
Herb garden. Herb spices. Rosemary is a fragrant herb commonly used in cooking.
Indefinitely.
Without any fixed or definite limit, for an unknown or unspecified period of time.
Examples:
Postpone a meeting indefinitely. Indefinitely suspended. The construction project has been delayed indefinitely due to the pandemic.
Eventually.
Finally, particularly after a long time or a lot of struggle, complications, and so on.
Examples:
Eventually become obsolete. Eventually succeed. The corporation eventually dominated the entire tobacco business.
Garner.
To acquire or accumulate something through effort or attention.
Examples:
Garner good reviews. Garner attention. He used his charm and charisma to garner support for his campaign.
Recreational.
Relating to or for leisure or pleasure, done for enjoyment rather than work or duty.
Examples:
A recreational center. Recreational drugs. I enjoy recreational activities such as hiking and swimming. To To play and move around happily and energetically.
Examples:
Frolic underwater. Frolic with friends. Children frolicked in the park on a sunny day.
Suffer.
To experience pain, distress, or hardship, to undergo or endure something painful or unpleasant.
Examples:
Suffer a setback. Suffer bad grades. The older man suffers from arthritis and finds it difficult to move around.
Painless.
Causing little or no physical discomfort, not causing pain or discomfort.
Examples:
Painless childbirth. Painless procedure. Thanks to the new dental anesthesia technique, filling is now painless.
Meantime.
The interval or period of time between two events, the interim or temporary time period between two actions or stages of something else.
Examples:
Meantime report. For the meantime. In the meantime, while we wait for the results, let's start working on the next project.
Dentist.
A person who is qualified and licensed to treat people's teeth.
Examples:
A dentist's office. Consult a dentist. I am going to the family dentist to get my teeth cleaned.
Recognize.
To acknowledge or realize something or someone, to identify, remember, or become aware of something that was previously known or encountered.
Examples:
Recognize talent. Recognize achievement. It's important to recognize your strengths and weaknesses.
Attempt.
An act or effort of trying to do something, especially something difficult.
Examples:
The attempt to rescue the hostages. A reckless attempt. The third attempt was far more successful.
Extract.
A short passage taken from a book, piece of music, etc., a substance obtained from something through a specific process. Verb, to obtain from something or to remove something by effort or force.
Examples:
A brief extract from the book. Botanical extract. Anesthetize the gum before extracting the teeth.
Apparently.
Based on what you have heard or read.
Examples:
Apparently simple. Apparently unrelated. The police apparently believed this explanation was plausible.
Encounter.
To face something, particularly something unpleasant or difficult, while attempting to do something else, to meet, especially unexpectedly.
Examples:
Encounter a crisis. Encounter a storm. I'm prepared to encounter challenges throughout this adventure. Setback. An unfortunate happening that hinders or impedes a reversal or check in progress.
Examples:
Major setback. Suffer a setback. The team experienced a setback when their star player was injured during the game.
Scream.
To give a loud, high shout suddenly, especially because of fear, anger, excitement, etc., to utter or declare in a very loud voice.
Examples:
Scream a profanity. Scream at him to be quiet. She kept screaming for an ambulance.
Insufficient.
Not enough for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Insufficient evidence. There are insufficient doctors. We had raised a small amount of money from investors, but funds were insufficient.
Refined.
Made pure by having impurities or unwanted elements removed by processing.
Examples:
Adopt a refined attitude. A lot of refined sugar. She was highly refined in her choice of apparel.
Administer.
To oversee and control the operation or arrangement of something.
Examples:
Administer justice. Administer the funds. After the accident, 3 governmental bodies administer the company.
Regain.
To get something back or recover something after it has been lost or taken away.
Examples:
Regain our reputation. Regain my health. After years of hard work, he finally regained his financial stability.
Conscious.
Being aware of and able to respond to what is happening around you.
Examples:
Conscious effort. Conscious of having succeeded. He became conscious that he was being followed.
Procedure.
A way of doing something, especially the official or well-known way.
Examples:
Undergo a surgical procedure. Standard procedure. The pilot and flight attendant ran through the checkout procedure.
Unpleasant.
Not enjoyable or comfortable.
Examples:
Unpleasant behavior. With unpleasant body odor. It is unpleasant to see criminal behavior even though it is minor.
Scot.
A tax or payment, particularly a share or portion of something. A person from Scotland or a Scottish immigrant.
Examples:
Pay annual Scot. Traditional Scot attire. The Scot-free suspect was later apprehended for a different crime.
Obstetrician.
A physician who specializes in caring for women during pregnancy, childbirth, and the postpartum period.
Examples:
Obstetrician appointment. Female obstetrician. The new mother was grateful for the support she received from her obstetrician.
Alternative.
One of two or more available possibilities or choice.
Examples:
An alternative plan. There is no other alternative. Doctors are gradually coming around to the idea of using alternative medicines.
Colleague.
One of a group of a coworker, especially in a profession or a business.
Examples:
Collaborate with colleagues. Former colleague. I decided to seek counseling on the advice of my colleague.
Decide.
To make up someone's mind about something, to come to a conclusion or judgment after considering options.
Examples:
Decide a question. Decide on a course of action. She couldn't decide whether to order the pizza or the pasta for dinner.
Prompt.
To make someone decide to or try to do something, or to make something happen.
Examples:
Prompt a feeling of hunger. Prompt a debate. That incident prompted a nationwide chain reaction regarding the crackdown on illegal groups.
Childbirth.
The act or process of giving birth to a baby.
Examples:
Natural childbirth. Assisted childbirth. He was present at the childbirth of his children.
Fast-acting.
Describing a substance or product that works rapidly, quickly producing the desired effect or result.
Examples:
Fast-acting energy drink. Fast-acting insulin. The fast-acting medication provided immediate relief from my migraine headache.
Carcinogenic.
Capable of causing cancer or promoting tumor growth, cancer-causing.
Examples:
Carcinogenic chemicals. Carcinogenic air pollution. Long-term exposure to carcinogenic materials can result in serious health problems.
Lethal.
Causing or capable of causing death, extremely dangerous.
Examples:
Lethal injection. Lethal weapon. Malignant hypertension is the most lethal form of hypertension.
Consequence.
The outcome of a particular action or event, especially relative to an individual.
Examples:
Unintended consequences. The consequence of an argument. These economic activities had disastrous environmental consequences.
Racist.
Characterized by or showing discrimination or prejudice against people of other races. Noun, a person with a prejudiced belief that one racial group is superior to others.
Examples:
Far-right racist. Racist attitudes. The racist comments made by the politician caused widespread condemnation.
Dictate.
To state or give order with total authority, to say or read aloud for somebody else to write down or to be recorded.
Examples:
Dictate a letter to secretary. Dictate to the associate. The Allies dictated the terms of surrender to the country.
Argue.
To express differing opinions or points of view, often in a heated or contentious manner, to present a case or reasoning to persuade or convince others.
Examples:
Argue a case. Argue passionately. The couple began to argue over which restaurant to go to for dinner.
Divine.
Of, from, or like a god, holy or sacred.
Examples:
Divine intervention. Divine grace. The view from the mountaintop was truly divine.
Interfere.
To get involved in and prevent a process or activity from continuing.
Examples:
Interfere in another country's affairs. Interfere with DNA synthesis. Your talking interferes with my work.
Conduct.
To organize and carry out a particular activity.
Examples:
Conduct a background check. Conduct research. Police will conduct random breath testing for drunk driving.
Experimental.
Relating to or based on new ideas, forms, methods, etc. that have not been tried before, usually to find out what effect they have.
Examples:
Experimental data. Experimental design. The product is still in the experimental stage.
Gynecology.
The medical study and treatment of the physiology and diseases of the female reproductive system.
Examples:
Gynecology clinic. Gynecology exam. The gynecology department at the hospital offers state-of-the-art treatments for women's health issues.
Relief.
A feeling of happiness and relaxation that comes when something burdensome is removed or reduced.
Examples:
Tax relief. Sigh of relief. He devoted his life to establishing a humanitarian relief fund.
Primarily.
Mainly.
Examples:
Intended primarily for young people. Primarily affect adults. All peaceful cooperation is based primarily on mutual trust.
Enslave.
To make someone a slave, to deprive someone of their freedom of choice or action.
Examples:
Enslave poor peasants. Enslave indigenous people. Her beauty enslaved me completely.
Undergo.
To go through something unpleasant or that involves a change.
Examples:
Undergo surgery. Undergo a decrease. The train has to undergo rigorous safety checks.
Increasingly.
More and more.
Examples:
Increasingly become common. Face increasingly complicated challenges. Our company found it increasingly difficult to keep up with the competition.
Complexity.
The state or quality of being complicated or intricate and difficult to understand.
Examples:
Cognitive complexity. Complexity theory. The project's complexity made it difficult for the team to complete it on time.
Risky.
Involving the possibility of danger, failure, or loss.
Examples:
Change risky behavior. A risky enterprise. It is extremely risky to sail in such a storm.
Toxic.
Of or relating to or caused by a poison, poisonous.
Examples:
Toxic molecule. Exposure to toxic chemicals. This chemical compound is 1,000-fold more toxic.
Modify.
To change something slightly, such as a plan, option, law, etc., especially to make it more suitable for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Genetically modify food. Modify my behavior. We use adverbs to modify verbs and adjectives.
Monitor.
To observe, check, and track the progress or quality of something over a period of time.
Examples:
Monitor an exam. Monitor the data carefully. They used a special receiver to monitor police radio channels.
Advance.
To go or move forward, to develop in a positive way.
Examples:
Advance the technology. Advance a cooperative relationship. Scientific knowledge will advance significantly with the power of AI.
Essence.
The basic or most important part or quality of something that makes it what it is.
Examples:
Vanilla essence. Universal essence. University teaches the art of understanding the essence of the matter.
Acute.
Extremely sharp or severe.
Examples:
Acute pain. Acute triangle. The patient died from acute alcohol intoxication.
Agony.
Extreme physical or mental pain or suffering, often prolonged or intense.
Examples:
Severe agony. Emotional agony. The athlete fell to the ground in agony after injuring their ankle.